I'm saying that the Great Depression was a sequence of organized events. You have to look at the timeline. In the United States, when they used to print their own money, before they got the Federal Reserve Act enacted in 1913, they used to have national banks. Now they have a centralized banking system. When the world was much different, when gold held its weight, when a dollar equaled a certain amount, actually $35. $1 equals 35 in gold. That was the equivalent once upon a time. That was your worth in the U.S. gold bullion. Because by the Constitution, that is the only legal money, is gold or silver. And I say the Great Depression was a sequence of events that was organized because of what happened that nobody really even knows. They took your everything because the United States was in debt. You were like, in debt with who? The United States was in debt all the way in the beginning. When the Constitution was written, they was in debt. When the treaties was written, they was in debt because they owed monies for this stuff. They didn't own none of this land. So they had to pay a fee, a tribute to the owners of the land. They was always in debt. And they was in bankruptcy after the Civil War. That's why they started printing paper money. But they had a series of bank crises from all the loans that they got from other countries, other nations like France, Spain. And all these countries was indebted to another bank as well. The same bank, the Federal Reserve Bank. It's a central banking system. Meaning, when you have a central banking system, your nation cannot print its own money because it is insolvent. It is bankrupt. What most people don't know. But another thing people don't know is, if the United States had a series of bank crises that happened all the way up till they created the Federal Reserve banking system under the Federal Reserve Act and creating the Federal Reserve Bank, which is not connected to the government at all. Not at all. It is separate. It is a completely separate entity because they are debt collectors. So the question would be this. If they set up the central banking system so it would stop the series of bank crises, why did the Great Depression happen after they created the Federal Reserve banking system? It was a sequence of events organized.